What's going on, everybody? Good evening. Not well. Yeah, it's afternoon. Still afternoon. Good afternoon. 2:55 my time. See my man County's blog get it been. What's going on, brother? I'm glad you was able to stop through. Hit that like button for me. For you and the missus turn in. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. Um, for those of you who just over here earlier, I did a premiere for y'all, and it was a premiere of me interviewing another person that's helping with the search down there for Cody Bixby. I think it was a pretty damn good interview. Um, Hopefully, we'll get some justice for that story sometime sooner or later. And hopefully, Corey will actually come back. Um, Hopefully, Corey will come out and just, man, just come on now and say something. Hold on. Yeah, so hopefully this man will just come on out and tell everybody what's going on with that, man. Get this stuff on and over with because this is, at this point, it's, I don't know, it's just getting real crazy and just not making a whole lot of sense right now. Just not making a whole lot of sense right now. Anyway, I was sent this story that I'm going to talk about now. When I saw this video, I was disgusted because y'all know I speak about this often. I speak about this often with this bullying thing and autistic children. I speak about this often on my program. And to see what I just saw and how nobody just sat there and try to intervene as if they were scared of the person who actually did this to this boy. You would think that they are scared of him because nobody did anything. Just sit there and watch. At least from what my eyes saw. Unless there's more to the story. Unless there's more to the story, that's exactly what I saw. They just sat there and watched why this happened to this young boy. And it's just disgusting. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, out of where this happened at? Humboldt, Texas. Out of Humboldt, Texas. This young man that you see on my screen, if I'm saying his name right, Sekai. 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 And for what I'm reading right here, Veda Cavitt took custody of him, and Veda is his grandma. His parents has died. His parents died when he was a baby, and this young man is nonverbal. He's nonverbal. Okay, but grandma took him in under her wing. So I could just imagine after seeing this, how grandma really felt, and let alone to see the action currently happen. I think it'll piss anybody off. So I'm gonna let y'all see this for yourself. And I'm pretty much sure you anything like me, you're gonna be very upset about what you're gonna see right here. If you can stomach it, you're gonna be very upset what you're gonna hear.
Now to a story still developing tonight. Now to a story still developing.
All right, hold on, let me Well, Sarah, Claire, the good thing with this one, I don't think he died, but still, the fact that this even happened though. But anyway, I'll let y'all listen to it. Let y'all see this.
Tonight, a child with special needs attacked at school. Rashi, this story here.
Yeah, that's right. The assault is caught on camera, and the sixth grader's grandmother says that she is horrified that adults in the video seem to just let it happen. Fox 26's Dominique Keith joining us live outside Aldine ISD's Jones Middle School with the latest. Dominique.
Yeah, the grandmother now wants several employees here at Jones Middle School fired after her 11-year-old grandson, who functions on the level of a 4-year-old, was brutally assaulted here at school.
The video of one special needs child in an unprovoked attack of another is hard to watch.
Those adults in that video stood there. They did not attempt to help my child.
It is a disgrace what's on that video, but it's an even further disgrace at the actions of the professionals who are hired and paid by the taxpayers of Aldine ISD.
What we saw in this video was deplorable, it was horrid, and it was unacceptable and inhumane.
Area activists are standing with the Jones Middle School student's grandmother because she says she was initially told
My baby had been involved in an incident where a student punched him and pushed him down.
When I watched that video, when we received it and got it, I was beyond horrified and shocked. This is what you call a minor incident.
Veda Cavitt's grandson is nonverbal and on the autistic spectrum. Cavitt says she was told by school officials the 3 adults in the video are special needs paraprofessionals, but she says the district would not tell her if they would be disciplined and how they plan to keep her grandson safe in the future.
And you see these weak, sorry paraprofessionals stand there and look, and then they want to step in with a little arm to try to help him to his feet. The boy fall back down. This big boy come back and kick him again. The man who's a paraprofessional that's in the video, he need to be kicked in his behind.
Every child deserves the right to have a safe learning environment and an effective support from the school district that serves them. Aldine ISD, you dropped the ball.
They are trained in how to restrain the kid, to stop the kid from harming himself and others. You with me? It's PMAB, a proper restraint, what it's called. They didn't do it.
Aldine ISD released a statement saying it's aware of the incident that occurred in January and that an investigation was conducted immediately and appropriate administrative action has been taken regarding the employees. The statement goes on to say Aldine ISD takes these situations seriously, as the safety and security of our students and staff will always be our top priority. Although the district did not specify what action was taken against the employees, the grandmother and the civil rights activists say they want the principal and the paraprofessionals fired because they say they believe the incident was not handled appropriately. Reporting live in Aldine ISD, I'm Dominique Keith, Fox 26 News.
Yes, today I thought about that too. That's one of the first things came to my mind too. He out there, but that I'm looking past that. You know, I ain't worried about him right now. But what I am upset about that when you see that video, I swear them adults out there seem like they were scared of the boy that was doing that to the other boy. Nobody did nothing. Nobody did nothing why he did that. Now I'm honestly gonna say, I don't know the whole story. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. My main focus right now is just like I'm gonna have to agree with Cornell X what he said on this. If y'all supposed to be the special professionals to help with situations like that, then at least that dude who we saw in the camera supposed to have stepped in. All right. I don't know, was the boy already upset? Was he throwing out words at the autistic boy or whatnot? But if that is the case, then he supposed to have stepped in right then and there. So the video is not, don't have it audio, so I can't say what was said or whatever. But when he hit that boy the first time, instead of y'all leave him in that hallway, allow him to do it again, he should have been taken to the office, the principal office, or something. But instead, nobody did anything. This boy sat up here crawling on the ground, and y'all just looking at him. And y'all allowed this boy to sit up here and go right back over there and kick him 3 times. And y'all let him do it as if y'all were scared of him. Do y'all really look like y'all were scared of him? Seriously, y'all look like y'all were scared to handle this boy and stop him from doing what he was doing, as if he was going to kick y'all ass too.
From eccentric parks and outdoor spaces to a house made out of beer cans, our communities are filled with places you may never have even heard about.
Sorry. Y'all sat there and watched this. As if this boy gonna kick y'all ass too. Now you can look in that video. He is a big fella. He's a stocky big fella. But if y'all gonna allow this to happen, then what are y'all there for? What are y'all there for? What professional job do you have if you are acting scared of the children? And Chantel, it's funny you say it, because that's one of the first things I thought about. They know he's special needs, and picking on him, he can't verbalize anything, so that they pick on him, you know. And this stuff been going on for the longest. It kind of went down that way when I was in school. All right, it was kind of like that. But we had teachers at my school that would come in and they'll get that straight. They get that straight. But remember, as some of us said, and I say this a lot of time, a lot of these teachers go teach at these schools because they do care. A lot of them go to these schools, act like they care, but really don't give a damn. It's like somebody said in the chat room, some of the teachers go to the school probably because to pay, and pretty much say, fuck them children. And something inside of me is telling me, and maybe I'm wrong, that it could be a possibility that these adults don't like that boy either. They really don't like him. That's why they allowed it to happen. And I guess they realized it was on camera. They tried to make like they were trying to intervene, but they didn't intervene fast enough. Just imagine. See, and stuff like this, I'm glad I'm not a dad, because somebody got to answer to me. I won't need Cornell X. Somebody got to answer to me. You see my child, y'all, you saw he got punched a couple of times. Y'all should have instantly ran over there. But to see my child crawling on that floor the way he was because he hurt, oh man. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say is yeah. And a father who watched this, pretty much sure you'll feel the same way. You'll feel the same way. But I can't say nothing about his dad, because what I saw, the article I was reading, it said his parents died when he was a child. So apparently he must have had a male figure in his life. Not that I know of. I don't know. However, if he did or does, one, I hope he comes speak out too. And two, I'm sure he's outraged. And three, I'm pretty much sure he want to do to them teachers what they allow their boy to do to his child. You ain't got to apologize for swearing here. You hear me cuss all the time. Shit, you ain't got to apologize for swearing. When you see stuff like this, it pisses you off. It should piss anybody off. And I don't think this is a situation where you probably look and say, oh, man, they kids, they going to do that. No. If that's a school just for I don't know if that's school for just special needs or not. I just know they claiming he's special needs. He's special needs. But with all that being said, I still don't know the whole story. Not saying it makes the situation any better. But however, though, I would like to know what escalated that. Or was he just doing it to be an asshole? That would like to know. What happened to cause that? Or was he just doing it to be an asshole? Showing out? And he just one of the children that got bad behaviors, which the people who I work with, they call it target behaviors. When they get aggressive like that and they start hitting and stuff off the basis, unless that's a target aggression that he got, a target behavior, that's something that he got. So whoever that kid is in the camera, I will hope his parent will come out and speak and tell us what the fuck is going on. Right, a big that was a big kid hitting on that boy. So a lot of people might not like Cornell X. I understand. When I was doing the Malia Davis story, a lot of people come in the chat room. They were giving their thoughts on Cornell. They say they feel like he a fraud and this, that, and third. I don't know. I don't know the cat. I don't. But I can't disagree with him on this, considering I seen the same thing that he seen. Unless that's a damn good excuse as to why this happened. Unless that's a damn good excuse why this happened. All right. Video shows student autism being attacked at Aldine ISD Middle, while 3 employees watch. ISD Middle School. Somebody asked the question, this is special needs schools. Let me look this up and see if it is. If anybody know if it is, you can type it in the chat room. Let's see, as it says, it's a special needs school. The lowest grade is 7th. I don't see no good reviews except for one. One review right here said, there is a police lady very rude, yelling at the parents, dropping students, and giving tickets. And there's not a rule or steps how to drop the students. Please do something with this situation. I'm sure this lady get paid to control the traffic, but not to scare parents and students as well. We got a person right here that gave it a 1 star. Terrible. The water fountain water is disgusting. I could sue them for that. I was drinking my water bottle from home and I finished all the water. I went to get more from the water fountain. Next thing you know, I come in class. They ask, why does your water look like pee? Ask my friend, let me see your water bottle. And we compared it, and I'm never in my life taking 1 sip from water there. And also, to the food is worse than anything. Somebody right here said they went here 2006, 2007. It was a cool school, just strict. Oh, they strict? Oh, okay. Let's go to the website. I don't see anything saying it is a special needs school, but let me see. Our mission is to maintain a safe and positive environment that is conducive to learning. We will challenge our students to dream big and set up high expectations. We will equip our students with the tools to be successful in life, to identify their purpose and to achieve their goals. We will be innovative, compassionate, and reflective role models for our future leaders. Aldine Middle School will produce lifelong learners, critical thinkers, and problem solvers who will be the future leaders in technology and the advanced world. All right, so I don't think this is a school just for special needs. Like it's an all-around school, according to what I'm reading right here. Information, parents' right to know, bullying and threat report forms. They got a section on here where you can report bullying and threats. I don't see anything in here saying they especially need school. They probably one of them schools that's all around, and they got a section for special needs, like my school did. All right. Yeah, so that's all I'm seeing right now. Is somebody just sent me some, said they think this is the same school where a special needs child got raped in the bathroom. Let me see. Okay, so they do have a Aldine ISD special education school. For what was just sent to me in Harris County and in Houston, Texas. Huh. Well, if you can get that information that they did happen, I would like to see what happened and how long ago was that to the person that sent me that. And that's wild. That's wild. That is wild. That's wild. Anyway. Y'all see here, his grandma took custody of her nonverbal grandson, Sekai, after his parents died when he was a baby. Now she's standing up for him after he was beaten at school. And it goes on to say as follows. A grandmother wants several school employees to be fired after she said her nonverbal special needs grandson was beaten. Veda has videoed the attack and said the employees watched it happen without intervening. Cavitt, along with several local activists, held a news conference outside Marine Jones Middle School in Aldine, where the alleged incident happened. Okay, let me look up Marine Jones. Marine Jones. Marine Jones. Okay. Let's see. Let me go. What does it say about this? Yeah, this is the school right here. Let's see. Does it say for special needs? It doesn't say. It doesn't say. Okay, it doesn't say if it's just primarily for special needs. Again, like I said, I think it's just an all-around school where they children without this autism and children with autism go to the schools. So I guess it's safe to say no discrimination. Right, Skip, I just read that. Savage, if you can send that to me, I would love to see that. If you can send that to me, I would love to see that. Everybody who in the building, thank y'all for joining. Hit that like button for your boy. Okay. I like to see that because yeah, I would like to see that. They said the attack happened in January. Kevin said she took custody of 11-year-old Sekai after his parents died when he was a baby. She said she's now his advocate because he's nonverbal and he has autism. She said he has the intellectual ability of a 4 or 5-year-old. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you the sad thing about that. Sad thing about that too. You have grown adults. Again, I told y'all what I do. I've been doing it for over 15 years. You got grown adults that have this or something similar to it at just like a 4 or 5-year-old. I used to work with one. He's no longer with us anymore. Rest his soul. I miss him. But he had this mindset of a 4 and 5-year-old. And just like that. Or if somebody watching me, they send me something. Okay, let me see what we got here. Former HISD special ed student claimed he was sexually assaulted by a fellow student. This is the one in the bathroom. Yeah. Wow. Okay, now this was Now, this about the sexual assault was at Cesar Chavez High School. So the one who said the school don't talk about now, that's where it happened at. It happened in a whole nother school. But that's wild, though. That's crazy. That's crazy. Students sexual assaulting other students in the bathroom. But yeah, I used to work with a grown guy, and he had the mindset of a 4 or 5-year-old. She said he is lovable. He is so affectionate. He loves giving hugs. Excuse me. And just passionate, very, very affectionate, Cavitt said. Sekai is a 6th grader at the high school. His grandmother said on January 25th, he was brutally attacked by another student while administrators stood and watched. In the video, which was released by Cavitt and local advocates on Tuesday, Sekai is seen accidentally bumping into a taller student in line. So, this is what this is about. And this is because he's autistic. If this was just about, he did that because he's autistic. Because you did all that because he bumped into you. So here'd be my question to him. If it had been another student that wasn't suffering from autism, well, he would have did the same thing. So according to this story, Sekai accidentally bumped into him. Then the video showed that student turned around and pushes Sekai to the ground. The other student then starts kicking Sekai when he was down. We saw that. But see, that wasn't even no push. I saw it. It looked like he punched him.
Developing right now, new video shows a special needs student at a middle school in Humble being beaten up.
And now his family is calling for school officials to be held accountable. We do want to warn you, some of this may be hard to watch.
This all happened at Jones Middle School, and in the video you can see what appears to be some school staff members standing by without intervening.
Anayeli Ruiz is live at Jones Middle School. Anayeli, the video
I initially saw him punch
disturbing.
him.
That's right. The video is very disturbing, very graphic. The grandmother tells us she received it from the school district. She says she has full custody of her grandson after his parents died
Sandy, do y'all see that person up in there?
Her grandson is nonverbal autistic.
Go ahead and kick him out for me.
Intellectual ability of a 3 and a 4.
I know it's a bot, but go ahead and kick him out for me.
Meet 11-year-old Sekai. He's a 6th grader at Marine Jones Middle School in Aldine. His grandmother says he's the sweetest boy.
He is lovable. He's so affectionate. He loves giving hugs. He loves highing everybody and giving hugs, and he's just passionate. He's very, very affectionate.
But on January 25th, they say Sekai was beaten while he was at school. This is video his grandmother and local advocates have shared of the alleged brutal attack. In the video, you can see Sekai accidentally bump a taller student in line. The student turns around and pushes Sekai into the ground, then starts kicking him.
Oh,
when Sekai
okay,
gets back
I see
up,
what happened. Did y'all see that? Sekai tried to get up and fight him back. He tried to get up and fight him back. He tried to get up and fight him back. And I'm not knocking him for that. I'm not knocking him for that. He's supposed to fight back.
I accidentally bump a taller student in line. The student turns around and pushes Sekai into the ground, then starts kicking him. When Sekai gets back up, the aggressive student punches him until he's on the ground.
Okay. Y'all saw all them people standing right there when the shit first started. Everybody sitting up there looking. Sekai appeared to get up and look like he's trying to push him back or fight him back. And this big overgrown ass boy, wherever it is, just go and start boxing him like that. And nobody, y'all just still sitting up here looking. Ain't did nothing. Sekai first hit the ground. None of y'all came over there, check on him, see was he okay or none of that stuff. Y'all just sit there and watch this whole thing unfold. Nobody went over there and said, hey, what you doing, man? He bumped into me. You don't push him down because he bumped into you, really? So it makes me wonder now that I'm watching this on this video, how many times has this boy done this to him? Is this the first time? Or has he been bullying Sekai? And this the result that they always gotten. Nobody did anything. But the only reason they moved this time because somebody realized there was a camera there. I'm just wondering if he been doing that to Sekai. And they just let it happen. But now there's a camera there. They want to act like, oh shit, we've got some camera there. Let's intervene.
Again, you see one adult tap.
He's sitting there tapping him on the back. Y'all see that shit? He just sitting there tapping him on the back. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? You patting him on the back after what he just did? Instead of escorting him to the office?
Him. When Sekai gets back up, the aggressive student punches him until he's on the ground again. You see one adult tap the aggressive student on the shoulder as Sekai is crawling on the ground. And the student then proceeds to kick Sekai several times.
This little boy was 3.
All of this because he accidentally bumped into him? All of this because he accidentally bumped into him. Wow. I'm telling y'all, people, y'all better start asking questions about what these children can do to people. If they'll do that to him, if they got the mindset, they'll do it to a grown-ass man and woman. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop underestimating these children. And I keep stressing it because I had people come my videos a while back talking about what could a 13-year-old do to a grown adult. They can do a lot if they catch them off guard. They can do a whole lot. All right? Because remember, a bullet ain't got no name. The child get a hold of a gun and it goes off. A bullet has no name. You can't control what direction the bullet gonna fly. A knife. All they gotta do is take a knife and thrust it at you. If they got you, they got you. So what you mean, what can a 13-year-old do to a grown adult? They can do a whole lot if given the opportunity.
3 times smaller than this big kid that was allowed to punch, hit, kick, and stomp this mother's child.
They tell us 3 aides were present in the video when the attack occurred.
This big motherfucker, all this supposed to be all over. He accidentally bumped him.
Occurred and did nothing.
Those adults
and still ain't did a look. He's still lying there and nobody running to his aid. Look at this. Nobody still ain't doing nothing. You don't see the video, nobody running to his aid or nothing. And look, he still got his hand on his back. Still got his hand on the back. And nobody's escorting him to the office or he was escorting him out the building. The hell was that? Oh, it refreshed itself. Nobody did anything.
Developing right now, new video shows a special.
One adult tapped the aggressive student on the shoulder as Sekai is crawling on the ground. And the student then proceeds to kick Sekai several times.
This little boy was 3 times smaller than this big kid that was allowed to punch, hit, kick, and stomp this mother's child.
They tell us 3 aides were present in the video when the attack occurred and did nothing.
Those adults in that video stood there. They did not attempt to help my child get up off the ground. They did not offer him any assistance. They didn't even check to see if he was injured.
How can other special
That's
needs
what I'm
mothers
saying.
send their children back to this school with knowing the same paraprofessionals are standing in the same classrooms?
We've reached out to the school district. They say 3 aides were disciplined according to the district's protocol. They say Aldine takes these situations seriously as the safety and security is their top priority. But for this grandmother, she says that's not enough, and she will not rest until more is done.
And I'm still fighting for him every day.
Now, this grandmother tells us her grandson did miss 2 days of school. She also says that he is being medically evaluated by professionals to see what injuries he sustained. And by the way, the local union president says that these aides are trained to de-escalate these types of situations. Reporting live, Anayeli Ruiz, KHOU 11 News.
You can understand that grandmother's frustration. Anayeli, thank you.
Look, let me tell you something. The lady said they are trained, which I don't doubt that they are trained. But what good is that training doing when the some more bitches is sitting up there ain't doing nothing? What's good is that training when they sitting up there ain't doing nothing? What good is this fucking training that they got when they sitting up there ain't doing nothing? I wish this young man had an uncle or somebody that was in his life. Because if he would have went up there acting fucking fool, I would have had no problem with it. If he went up there acting fucking donkey, I would have had no problem with it. That is sad. That is so fucking sad to see that. And this boy crawling on the ground and looking like, y'all see him on the ground, he reaches his arm out again as if he's asking for forgiveness or something. But I'm going to tell y'all something. This bullshit about he did that because he bumped into him, that's bullshit. I think he did that because he just don't like that boy. He see the boy probably normal like him, because I don't know if he's autistic or not. He see the boy, it's not normal like him, not verbal like him, and he did that to pick on that boy. It ain't got nothing to do about bumping into him. How many of y'all remember when we grow up and we kind of did something like that when we was children? If we didn't like somebody, they don't do nothing to us. We just being mean to them just for the hell of them. Not saying we just really put our hands on them, but we were just being mean to them just for the hell of it. They did nothing to us. Nothing to us. I ain't gonna say the last day that I haven't done it. Or better yet, let me throw this out there. How many of y'all had somebody when you was growing up you wanted to be cool with, and they act like they was cool with you? But when they got around other people, they treated you like shit. Maybe there'll be a better question. When y'all two are alone, they be your best buddy. But when they got around other people, they treated you like you weren't shit, or like you never existed, or like, man, I'm not cool with him. I never been cool with him. And that's what I see going on with this right here. I don't think it had nothing to do with the boy bumping into him. He just did that because he don't like him, because of his disability. And again, probably not the first time he's done it. I'm almost guaranteed this ain't the first time he's done it. And by the looks of things, how them grown-ups has responded to it, they been allowing this to happen. But according to this story, this all started because he accidentally bumped into him. So y'all can see it yourself. All of this because he accidentally bumped into him. Juanita said, yes, it still happens. Still happening as an adult. Right, Juanita. And you know what? Man, let's talk about that for a minute. You would think as an adult, we will grow out of this. Unless you're a type of person that hold grudges. I guess in a sense, it's understandable because that's just the type of person that you are, that you hold grudges. And I hear a lot of times and often that we go through, me and probably a lot of y'all, if something happened between you and a person, you would think years later they would come out and tell the truth of what really happened between y'all, but yet they still will lie as to how this situation occurred. And you had to be like, you mean to tell me after so many years done passed, you still won't tell people the truth what happened with that situation? You still want to lie about the situation, trying to make me look bad. But you don't want to tell the truth because it'll make you look bad. Or better yet, we're going to get a situation like this. It will show to the public that you needed me. I didn't need you. You needed me. I didn't need you. But you want to continue to lie and put it on me as if I needed you and never did. How many of y'all been through that? Somebody needed you, but they try to turn the story around and try to say you needed them. Right, Keisha. Keisha, what's going on, dear? How you doing? And I never understood that. You know, I mean, years done passed now. People probably don't even think about the shit no more. But whenever this story is brought up, you still gonna continue to lie and gonna try to put it out there like I needed you more, or I needed you, period. So when you said that, Juanita, that is still going on as adults, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That's why it doesn't pay when you do something for folks to go around telling folks what you did. You gotta go around telling people what you did for them. Your heart wasn't in it when you did it. You did it to hold some kind of string over my head or over their head, however the case may be. How many of y'all had somebody do this to y'all? You do something for them or you ask them for something. You be like, man, everything good? Oh yeah, man, you straight. We home, boy. We hungry, man. You ain't gotta worry about that shit, man. You know I ain't tripping like that, man. I ain't tripping like that, dog. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping like that, bitch. You know how y'all females talk to each other. I ain't tripping like that bitch shit. We good. We good. What's the first thing they throw up when they get mad at you? You remember when I did this for you? You wouldn't have had it if it wasn't for me. You wouldn't have that if it wasn't for me. But wait a minute. You told me when we first did this or did that, it wasn't a problem. So why is it a problem now? I get it because you want to make people seem like you the better person because of what you did. And vice versa. So again, when you say that, Juanita, that is still going on as adults, you are absolutely right. And you would think we're too grown for that. But as we continue this story, it says the video then showed that student turning around and pushing Sekai to the ground. The other student then starts kicking Sekai when he's down. When Sekai gets back on his feet, the student is seen in the video punching him until he falls again, the video shows. One adult is seen tapping the attacking student on the shoulder. Tapping him on the shoulder, Sekai crawls on the ground and is kicked by the student several more times. This little boy was 3 times smaller than this big kid that was allowed to punch, hit, kick, and stomp this mother's child. Cornell X said, how can other special need mothers and their children mothers send their children back to the school, knowing the same paraprofessionals are standing in the same classrooms? I just thought about something. What Malia Davis, once she special needs or something like that? How many of y'all remember Malia Davis? Want that baby special needs? And it just reminded me because I see Cornell's name up here. That just reminded me because he had a hand up in there too. Want Malia Davis special needs and all that stuff that was going on with her? What Darion Vince did to that baby and how Brittany Bowens was not there to protect her child. And y'all remember this story that Brittany claimed, or the grandma claimed, somebody claimed, why you didn't bring Malia with you to come see me? The grandmother. Why you didn't bring Malia to come see me? That's a damn good question. Why was Malia left at home with Darion Vince? Why you go see your mom, knowing your mom probably wanted to see her granddaughter? Why was that, ma'am? And to this day, I still can't believe that woman getting off on this. I still believe that woman didn't get in trouble for none of that with Malia Davis. And that's the reason why Cornell got off this story, because he even said something in the word. He found out she was full of shit. So he got off that story. And she still didn't get in trouble. I don't think anybody can convince me of anything and say that Brittany is innocent of Malia Davis' death. I don't think she's innocent at all. I think she had just as much as hand in her daughter's death as Darion Vince. But Darion probably being a dumbass and just taking a fall. Somebody just texted me and said both of the children's autistic. They special needs. Well, if that's the case, then it makes this story even worse. Because if both of them special need, then once they saw that, they supposed to immediately had intervened in this situation, but they didn't. They didn't. And the way Cornell is talking and the way the grandma's talking, it don't sound like both of them special needs. It don't, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. However, if that is true, that they both are special needs, then this makes this story worse. Thank you, Lightbearer. Thank you for coming through, babe. They make this story even worse. There were 3 teacher aides present at the time of the attack. Those adults in that video stood there. They did not attempt to help my child get up off the ground. They did not offer him any assistance. They didn't even check to see if he was injured. She says she's still fighting for him and said that is not enough and she won't rest until more is done. She's still fighting for him every day. She says Sekai missed 2 days of school due to the attack. He's also being evaluated by medical professionals to see what injuries he sustained. The local union president said the aides are trained on ways to de-escalate these kind of situations, but yet they sat there and did nothing. They sat there and did nothing. As a matter of fact, I was talking to somebody recently who said their daughter's autistic. Got another lady who watches my show. I forgot what story I was talking about, but she emailed me. Her daughter had an ornament in honor of a child I was talking about. Who was I talking about? It might have been Nicole Hall. She sent me a picture of her daughter made a Christmas ornament in honor of Amari Hall to put on a Christmas tree. Beautiful picture. Beautiful picture. She said her daughter's autistic. And as a matter of fact, I think she has a little bit of autism up in her. The mom does. If I'm not mistaken, I remember that's what she's telling me. So you people who dealing with your children got autism, this may be a trigger for y'all to see this. And I say bless all of y'all who dealing with that. Bless all of you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end it with that. This is the young man that we seen in the video that's being kicked and punched by that boy. And again, somebody just texted me and said that both of them supposed to be special needs. Dylan Rose said her grandson is autistic as well. With that being said, I'm going to say this too. This should be even more one of the things that, guys, you have to be careful when you bring around your children. Now we see this. You probably need to be careful bring other kids around your children because God knows what they be doing when they think y'all not looking. God knows what they be doing to your child. So you definitely have to be careful who you bring around your children, kids and grown-ups. Because it can go bad either way, if you ask me. But we'll see where this story goes. And hopefully the real story comes out. I just don't believe this had anything to do with him being bumped into. I'm sorry, I just don't believe that. But if it comes out that it is like that, then, you know, okay, it is what it is. And if he doesn't have special needs problem, then you probably just dealing with an angry student that just got bad target behaviors. You know, but it's just speculation. Thank y'all for listening. And stay tuned for more stories like these and more updates. And if you haven't seen my last interview about Cody Bixby's story, go ahead and check it out. It's on my channel right now. Y'all take care of yourself, and catch y'all next time. Peace out.